Hey there, beautiful people. Listen, did you know D.L. Hughley's coming to town? Yes, he's going to actually be here in studio, broadcasting live tomorrow. But he's going to be performing at the Stardome Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And of course, I'm hooking you up with tickets. But not just tickets to the show. He's doing a meet and greet too. Dope, right? And I just had a conversation with him about all things. I mean, we talked about everything. We talked about Bill Cosby. We even talked about Bobby Christina. Yeah, it gets kind of heavy with him because, you know, he's politically minded, but he is also very funny. If you want to check out the show, make sure you're tuned in to the Midday Groove so I can hook you up with those tickets. But right now, I want you to take a listen to our conversation.
This is Hot 107.7 Audio on Demand.
Oh, see, they got it wrong. Don't blame me if I listen. It's my fault for listening.
It's all good. It is all good. Right now, though, in my head, all I hear is DL. Like, as soon as she said your name, I was like, yeah, that's stuck.
I hear that all the time myself. I'm like, man, I wish I could have my own theme music when I walked around, but I don't. So it's not.
How you been?
What's happening, Q? I've been great. I'm excited to get down to Birmingham and see Bruce and them and all the people. And I hope people from Bessemer are coming out. There's my folk out there, so we're excited to get down there.
Yeah, Bessemer will definitely be in the building this weekend. I am sure.
I bet.
I am sure of that. It is 3 days of DL. I mean, are you really stoked about being in our city? Because, you know, we're really a great testing ground for comedians. We're really honest people.
I tell you what, the Magic City, I'm excited to get down. Actually, I'll get down there. I'm in Atlanta tonight, and then I'll get down there tomorrow. I'll broadcast from there for a couple of broadcasts from there Thursday and then Friday. And then Friday we start doing our thing at the Stardome. So,
are you ready to get your eat on? Because you can't just come here and just work. You know you got to eat, too.
No. Well, you know, I got, listen, me and my diet plan got a deal. So I'm going to try to stay around a little while longer.
Y'all focus now.
I'd like to keep all my toes, dig what I'm saying. So.
Well, what can people expect? I mean, you've practically done it all when it comes to the entertainment industry. So when
I think stand-up is always going to be and always has been my first love. And I think you expect to hear about Suge. Suge Knight might be actually the first dude from Death Row on Death Row. So we're going to hear about him. We'll talk about Bill Cosby. We'll talk about
you're
Super Bowl
foolish.
commercials.
I can't even hear nothing else you're saying right now because you said you're going to be Wow, what a sad truth. So you are going to touch on the Bill Cosby situation a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. I don't care what people say. I think Cliff Huxtable is innocent. But Bill Cosby, he drugged every one of them girls. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Cliff was nice to Rudy. Bill was drugging chicks.
Oh, wow.
Say what y'all want to.
Oh, wow. There's no holds barred with you, huh?
I think that ultimately art is supposed to make people uncomfortable. And I think it is, and that certainly isn't my attempt, but I don't think that it is to state an obvious truth or an obvious belief of yours is not. I don't think should be insulting or even all that bracing. It's just kind of, it is what, it's just kind of your assessment and stuff. But I think that everything has, a level of sensitivity you need to approach it with. But I think that needs to be sincere. I don't think you need to manufacture feeling in a way that you don't. You can only talk about things from your perspective. And so to me, that gives me carte blanche to say whatever I feel like
you definitely don't tiptoe. Is that something that's been a part of your character since you were a kid?
Well, I know I got a lot of weapons, so maybe we'll. I know I got a lot of, but it's to me. I think we have spent, particularly now, and like me and Jasmine, who does my show, we were talking about, the whole Bobby Christina tragedy, which is a tragedy, and we were having conversations, and what people got to realize is that whatever you do, despite what you say, is what your children will see. Now, I'm not, you could, and often what they see is what they'll try to emulate. Be it something
absolutely.
good that you do or something bad that you do. So you can live your life and do whatever you want, thinking that you're beholden to you. But when you have children, that's a chance to either do things differently and break a pattern or to replicate all the things they've seen before. So we were talking about that, and they were how Everybody's like trending prayer for Bobby Christina. And I think that's like God don't need Twitter. Like what happened to prayer? What did Daniel do when he was in the lion's den? He didn't have Twitter. God just heard him. So
yeah.
I think that there's this whole thing where people don't really understand that there are consequences to the things that they do, and that for every action there's a reaction, and that there's this whole kind of alternate universe that's made it hard for us to empathize with people. Like people really genuinely can't really feel how anybody else feels, and I think it's just a pervasive thing, and I think that kind of thing just calls out for comedy. It calls out for an ironic tone to it. So that makes it easier.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're definitely making some valid points. I tell people all the time, I don't know about your experience, but I hear people a lot say, my mama always said, or my daddy always said. I don't have a lot of those stories because mine were parents that did. So a lot of the things that I do are a result of what I saw them do. So
right,
I
right.
definitely
and
agree.
that's good or bad. That really is, you are a product, you're a sum total of your life's experiences. So,
yeah.
And I think people don't really tally the cost for that.
Wow. Well, we are looking forward to this weekend and being a little uncomfortable, not only with the content, but because you're going to have us doubled over in laughter. It goes down at the Star Dome. If you don't have your tickets yet, cop them. We're talking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Is that right?
Oh, for sure. You ain't going to get rid of me that easy. Let me tell you the weirdest thing. I think I was there like 2 years ago, and I was there for Valentine's Day, and it was the day that the Westin opened, that new hotel there.
Oh, yeah,
and I was the very first person that stayed in that Westin. I was the very first person that checked in. And I guess they thought white people was going to get there first, but it just so happened I got there. I walked in. And I was thinking, ain't it something? I bet you that's the first time a black person ever was the first time at a brand new opening of a hotel in Birmingham, Alabama. Was
Look
the first
at
time
you.
a black person ever was there first.
In Black History Month on top of that.
Indeed.
I love it. I love it. Well, we're going to look forward to checking you out this afternoon, 2 o'clock, as we do every single day. I do want to know this. Are you enjoying riding out on radio? I mean, you've done television in various ways. Like you said, you've done stand-up. What's radio like? Is it a great medium for you? Are you enjoying the process?
It's probably, I think it has all of the immediacy of stand-up and all of the, I think the dissemination of information of stand-up. Like, yeah. I love the idea that you get to, like, I get to know my audience and they get to know me, and it's like 4 hours spent. And I think to be interesting to people, you have to be interested in them. And I think I have, or over the course of the year and a half we've been on, I think I have Jasmine Sanders, who I think is as talented a human being as I've ever worked with, Steve, who's very funny, and my right-hand man. But I think in addition to that, just getting a chance to hear what people say, like we do a DL Quick Q where I'll pose a question and actually get to hear people's ideas and what their points of view are. And I think what's happened to me, and I hope some of it has happened to our audience, is that I just really, I tend not to say things that are hyperbolic or say things just for effect, but I really truly love the people who would spend their time with me, and I really have learned more from them about me and about my craft and about what life is and all that kind of stuff, that you just be amazed at what people have to say. And I think it's an experience. I haven't ever taken a day off from radio.
Wow.
A vacation would seem like drudgery to me. So I truly am blessed, and I dig being around those people, and I'm having a wonderful time.
Hot 107.7 Audio on Demand, available exclusively on hot1077radio.com.
For more great content like that, make sure you're following me on social media at Tasha Simone. You can catch me on Instagram as well at iRockTheMic. And always, always, always come back here to hot1077radio.com for the latest in entertainment news, contests, all kinds of fun stuff. Have a great day.